kettlebell. We're doing some alternate swings, some bent over rows, and some loaded hip thrusts. You'll also need some light dumbbells, just for some loaded split jacks and some high lat raise, so nothing too heavy. Light hammer, you can even get away with some bottles of water, tins of beans. Okay, right, let's get warmed up, and then I'll go through the details with you. Okay, upward dog to downward dog. Legs, hips high. So instead of every minute on the minute, it's every 4 minutes on 4 minutes. Times 4 rounds. But obviously you're not going to just be doing one exercise in 4 minutes. Okay, you're going to be doing 4, and in some cases I'll explain in minute 5. Okay, so I'll tell you the reps for everybody in the room. It's all going to be there as well, so you can just glance up if you need to. But let me show you each one in turn. So the bell's going to go, you've got 4 minutes to do the following exercise that I'm about to show you, the reps I'm about to give you. But remember, you have got plenty of time to do the core, but if you find that you're not getting quite enough rest, just adjust the reps. Good morning. Okay, take the reps down a little bit. Do it to suit you, okay? But let me show you. So, number 1 is 10 deck squats to rear lunge. Now, this is the one where you might want to split it into 2. Not everyone has the mobility to do a proper deck squat. They are quite an advanced exercise, so feel free. I'll show you the alternative. If you can though, you can do a deck squat. This is what you're doing. So you're going to right there, feet down, up, rear lunge. That's 1 rep. Okay? Down, up, rear lunge to the side, knees to the floor, and you're going to do 10 reps. Just take quite some time, that one. So if you haven't got the mobility for that, you can just break it into 2 exercises and do 10 sort of power sit-ups. Okay, nice and fast, touch the floor. Then get yourself up and do 10 rear lunges. So you need to floor ideally. Keep on your train tracks. Yeah, keep that alignment. So you can split that into 2 for anyone who needs to. Right, exercise 2. Do bent over rows. So you want a nice heavy kettlebell, double grip. Okay, remember, get that glute engagement, yeah, knees pressing out, hips back, underhand grip to get maximum lat activation, and then from on the floor or just on the floor, pull to the belly button. Okay, squeezing the shoulder blades, elbows going that way. 20 reps. Then pick up your dumbbells. Okay. Elbows soft, sort of this sort of angle. Okay. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. You're just going to do little split squats, loaded with your dumbbells. 1, 2, 60 reps, 30 each side. Okay, try and stay nice and light on your feet, on your toes. Okay, not too bad that, but it does take a little bit of time. And then your last one, exercise 4 or 5 if you're splitting that first one. And that's double jack burpees, 15 reps if you can. But like I said, if you're not getting at least 45 seconds rest, then take it down a bit to 12 or 10 or whatever suits you. So a double jack burpee, it's going to make you come up each time as you go to do a double jack. So you do burpee, up, and then 1, 2, before you go back down. Okay, that's just 1 rep, you've got to do 15. Okay? So let's say, I'll keep you updated on the times. Plenty of time to do all those in 4 minutes, but you do need approximately sort of 40 to 60 seconds rest at the end to properly recover to enable you to do it right each time. Okay, so feel free to adjust, feel free to split that first exercise. Remember, always make these work for you. Right, okay, so round 1. 10 deck squats and rear lunge, 20 bent over rows, 60 loaded split jacks, and 15 double jack burpees. Okay, 10, 20, 60, 15. Okay, or your version. Okay, right. Ready? 3. stop you with that anyway. So we're going to get more done, you can. Right. We've got 3 rounds left to do. something that looks so easy, and when you come to do it, it feels horrific. Anyway, here's your fall. The good news on this one, you feel it's probably a little bit quicker, so you do get a good rest. Anyway, number 1, 30 loaded hip thrusts. Okay, so plant your feet, load your hips, gently. Okay, there, thrust up and back. I'm trying to get this nice big range. You don't just want this. Okay, big squeeze, drive the knees out a little bit. Okay, 30 reps, your spine should move as one. Tuck the chin in and look down at the kettlebell as you work, and that will help your spine move as one unit. Okay? Number 2, another leggy posterior chain. And that's alternate swings, 20 reps. Okay? So, single arm through that thigh triangle. Remember, thumb to bum. Not too low. Just there. Use your hips. Okay, switch at the top. Okay, 20 reps. If you're still mastering normal swings and you don't feel comfortable with single arms, you'll be fine. Just do 20 regular swings. Okay, then, number 3, you've got your power press-ups now. Power press-ups are going to be different to a lot of different people. You're coming up as fast as you can, and at least one arm needs to leave the ground. So you can do it as well. Stage 1, will be like that. Down, chest to floor, power up, tap that shoulder. Look where my elbows are going. Look on an arrow. I'm not a tin. You definitely don't want to be doing this. Okay, there. Imagine it thumbs out. Okay? The same principle as what's happening on your legs. When I say engage the glutes, knees apart, it's the same on the upper limbs. Technically. Anyway, so that might be your first port core. Then maybe both hands can leave the floor. Make sure though, see I'm landing soft, I'm absorbing the impact. If you're landing hard, forget it, you'll do too much damage to the joints. You have to master that landing. Then you can go on your toes and do the same thing. Push tap, okay, or push. Hands just leave the floor. Maybe you can do the clasp, or okay. Chris will be doing that, favourite. Then, number 4. This is the one. Only 10. So it allows you to focus on quality. Right, and the last one. And this looks nothing, but it's terrific. Start point there. Tap the 2 front heads of the dumbbell together. Back to there, palms down. Up. Up. Okay. 20 reps. Okay, not as easy as you think. Right. Right, get ready there. Loaded hip thrust. Way up. Ready. 20 swings.
Living life on a merry-go-round. I was happy, but now that I'm down, tie me to a neck and lay me down, down, down. Drinking away all my sorrows. Think I got endless time to borrow. Too far down a rabbit hole. Drunk too much, I lost control. Wish me luck 'cause I'm too far gone. Too far gone, too far gone, too far down the rabbit hole. Drunk too much, I lost control. Wish you luck 'cause I'm too far gone, too far gone, too far gone.
Medials out that big, one that gives you the width on the shoulders. Right, well done. Right. Get ready. 30 seconds. Any of you viewers, don't forget to like and subscribe every day. I'm going to be live or catch up if you want. And all you need is to cut about 2 lights. Talk about a bit of space. We'll take care of everything. Calorie burn, fat burn, working the muscles, getting powerful, getting strong, getting mobile. It will tick every single box. Right. Let's do this then. For 4. Flying round. 30. get to find out 9 times out of 10 why your routine is called what it's called. So Riverboat, it's called Riverboat for this finisher. Okay? It's all about the abs now. Right, so every 30 seconds the bell's going to go for 10 sets, consecutively back to back. When that bell goes, including the first bell, not on the last, you can just stop. You do 10 mountain climbers. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, normal speed, make them count. It's funny because when I did the early morning group, we don't do it live, the first couple of sets of mountain climbers, like that. By the end, it's like that. Okay? So just go. Go normal, steady rate. Don't go like a nut job, because you'll spend too much time in the boat. Equally, don't go like you're queuing at the post office. Okay? If you want to get a nice somewhere in between the two, nice full range. 10 reps. Anyway, as soon as you've done that 10, you're in the boat, and you hold the boat the remainder of the time. Okay? And then back in. Okay, so 10 mountain climbers into the boat. For 10 sets. Now, anyone who's got tight hip flexors, this will trigger back pain usually. Because the hip flexors, they connect from the leg, they go through the body, they connect on the spine. And a lot of us have got tight hips. It's the cause of a lot of back problems. So if it gets excessive, mild pain, okay, deal with it. If it's too much, swap the boat with the plank. Okay? You all know what plank is. Stick with the boat as long as you can. But if you do find that lower back is just agonising, switch plank. And the other thing is, when you finish, if you have found that's happened, just get into like an upward dog for about 30 seconds and that'll sort it out. I'll obviously be doing some mobility straight after anyway. Right, let's do it. Every time the bell goes, 10 mountain climbers, boat for the remainder. Just follow me. Yeah, start on the mountain climbers. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Go. total mobility. Coming right up in 2 minutes. Half an hour of deep, deep stretching. Just what you need to give out the hips. If you're not doing it now, try and revisit it another time. Okay, right, well done everybody. We're back tomorrow.